Okay, I'm back with another Final Fantasy XIV. Okay, so give me a second. Let me just deliver this. Okay, I'm, I just logged in and do like some minor daily stuff. Okay, and what I've been doing is like leveling up um my sub my non battle classes. Okay, so crafting and stuff. So yeah, okay, hand over. This is a way because like as you guys notice, I always dismantle stuff, and what I've been doing just now is like crafting, and at the same time, freeing up my inventory. Okay, inventory is a inventory management is a thing here. Okay, so now what happened in the last stream? Okay, in yesterday. So basically, um, in the beginning, like we found out that like Dionysus, the energy that involves emotion and everything. Okay, it's and emotion and everything. They are the key to the final days. Okay, and Meteon is uh is an Entelikeia, which means that uh and a being that is able to interact uh with that source of energy. Okay, so the thing is like um Vanet, okay, aka Hydaelyn, well, the one that Hydaelyn is based off. Then after that Emmet Selk, and then after Hydaelyn, both like all of us trying to find like more information on the thing. It turns out only Hermes like um knows what that energy is about. Okay, like he's the guy that have extensive knowledge on it. Okay, so we went and tried to like confront him, and then it turns out okay that Meteon have sisters like copies. They are sent out to explore the space, okay, and find other living life form, basically aliens, and she did. But basically, easy to say, everybody died. Okay, it's like we're the only surviving civilization. Okay, in Aetheris, and basically, since Meteon is able to like read and feel other people's emotions, she felt depressed, like lost all hope, and before leaving out, so hi, so Hermes gave a question to Meteon. What is the meaning of life and stuff? I was like, dude, you asked the wrong person. You asked like Meteon is not, how should I say this? She's still young and she still haven't fully been developed. Okay, if Hermes like spent some time and like taught her things, okay, because you can really see Meteon is like, I would say 5 to 8 years old, and given time, she will understand like some concept. Okay, because after throughout the stream, she, the other Meteons tried to like connect with her because like all of them share shared consciousness. Okay, and she basically say that no, I should not let Hermes find out this report. Okay, and she's basically acting like a child that's trying to hide her report card. Okay, and um soon afterwards she kind of like got uh got afraid and run around, but we did manage to catch her, and she gave up an SOS right before she synchronized, saying that uh, I entrust, okay, if this is the last one, I hope that you will understand me. So like kind of moment. Okay, so afterwards she basically turned dark and basically went genocidal. So not that surprising from Hermes, the who became Fandaniel and who tried to destroy the world. Uh, like who tried to destroy the world because we've been. Okay, give me a second. Let me see. Where's my Dark Knight? So in the Tower of Zod, Tower of Babel, and Anaspati. Okay, so this tree, okay, this is the present world. Like all of this involves him trying to destroy the world. Okay, so it's not that surprising, but like this one is supposed to be like he doesn't have much recollection of the life that he had back in Armorot, okay? But still amazing that he's able to like come to the same conclusion, okay? He loves everybody so much to the point that he want them to have like he want everybody to have something sort of how should I put it? He wants everybody to have like a worthy death or something like that. Okay, so and then Meteon is like, her answer is that in order for everybody to be happy, everybody needs to die or something close to that. So like their creation is really fucked up. Okay, and then Hydaelyn, okay, Venet, okay, she tried to chase after Meteon, but she got away. But the only thing that she could do is like cast a tracking spell on her, and hopefully it still goes on because like when we first met Venet, she kind of like asked, "Hey, did you came from the future?" I was like, "Wait, where did that come from?" Then she said that, "Oh, I cast a spell on you, but I don't remember. So you must be from the future." Like, that's a normally people be like, that's a huge leap of, conclusion, okay? Like, but thing is, she was correct, okay? And if the thing is that she cast a spell on us as Hydaelyn and she recognizes us, then Venet's spell should technically be able to be sensed by Hydaelyn as well. So right now, we return to meet with our friends, and I think like we might have filled her in, but before that, like we need to go to the forum, to meet with all the rest of the to explain ourselves, and we might actually like move a little bit of Alphanaut and Alize's father, because we kind of helped him, and he saw that we are doing our best to like protect the world, because sometimes you have to fight. You can't just like avoid fighting altogether, because there are people who are out there who wants to harm you, and us ignoring it's just plain foolish in the Scion's eye, okay? And he at first denied that, but when he saw us fighting and protecting the civilians that he was trying to avoid sending them to a fight, it kind of like something clicked with him, okay? Like, I do hope that he have a change of heart, and then like they can fight like a family, but that might be just wishful thinking, but it's not out of the possibility, easy to say. So let's go in. I think I'm gonna go in as my summoner again. The forum is in session and such. The rostra is closed to the visitors. We're invited. A scion of the Seventh Dawn? Very well, you may wait in the corridor. Of course, entry will only be permitted on the condition you leave your armaments at the door. Really? Lest you forget, this secret institution holds rational discourse in the highest. The implements of war are expressly forbidden. Ugh. Can I at least summon Carbuncle? Okay. Where are the rest though? We're being summoned by the forum, so let's see. Huh? Oh. I totally forgot to do with this. Behind the scene. Give me a moment.
一つ皆に頼みがあるんだ。これから哲学者議会の話を聞くことになるが、場合によっては彼らにさらなる提案をしてみたいと思う。
What?
次の一手につなげるようなね。
Like before this, they are planning to use like a spaceship.
それを私に任せてもらえるだろうか。
They are planning to send people to the moon using a spaceship. Like I think like that's what he's trying to do, like securing that spaceship for us so that we can reach Mateon.
いいんじゃない。もともとアルフィノが起点を聞かせてこの機会を勝ち取ったんだしね。アルフィノ君が考えを巡らせられるよう、質疑はひとまず私の方で受け持つわ。
ありがとう。
ああ、皆の者静粛に。ただいまより臨時会を開催する。今日は知っての通り、暁の決命からの要請に応え、我らが大撤収の計画を明かすこととなっている。早速だが入ってきてくれ。
Oh, they made me take off my mask as well. What, feeling guilty?
「先んじて君たちに感謝を伝えたい。マグナ・グラキエスにてラザハンの民と我々の同胞を異形の獣から守ってくれたことについてだ。今しがたラザハンの大使にも報告をし、君たちに深く感謝を表するとの伝言を預かった。我々哲学者議会としても本件を真摯に受け止め、この場を用意させてもらった次第だ。
In the last time they called us,
君たちの質問にできる限り答えよう。
last time they called us barbaric for like trying to fight for our freedom. Like now, like, oh, I saved your ass, and like, oh, yeah, now you're grateful. Like, there are other people who needs to be protected, and they didn't like see it that way. I feel very like they're just doing things out of their own convenience that fits in their world narrative.
ではまず前提を確認させてください。哲学者議会の目的は終末によって滅びゆくこの星を脱し、人々と知識を月へと運ぶことで間違いありませんか？
Okay, so the thing is that Hydaelyn is based on Venet, okay? And Venet, like, of course, she will think of what will happen in the worst case solution, but she would still like fight for justice, fight for peace and everything, okay? Because in yesterday's stream, there's like a very big cutscene where like we really see the final days, but it doesn't feel like the final days because like everybody is like, oh, panic, oh, run, the world is gonna end. And then like she and Emmett Selk and Hydaelyn is like okay, she was walking around casually, and Emmett Selk and Hydaelyn is like still chatting on like you can see that somebody is being eaten by the monster, and then like she just walked past by. So, like I say, it doesn't really feel like it, but when you're trying to summon Zodiac, okay, like she said that do not give in to your suffering and all of those. So that proves that running away, it's not something that she approved of. Okay, that's Venice's position. But what about Hydaelyn? Okay, so Hydaelyn may be different from Venice's position, maybe.
そういない。死の都シャーレアンは長年そのために活動をしてきたのだ。世界中から集め、ラビリンソスや大書院に蓄積した知識、まずはそれを運び出す。並行してシャーレアンの民をいくつかの組に分け、月へと順次移送。住環境の確認と整備を開始する計画だ。
But you haven't sent anybody. Like, have they even been to space? Like, we didn't see any, Sharlayan up on the moon. Like, are you trying to send refugees on the test, on the test run of the spaceship? Seriously? Like, if you ask me, that is even more reckless than trying to fight. Do I need to remind you of SpaceX?
それらが落ち着き次第、我が国と協力関係にある国家から順に月へ案内していくという手はずになっている。ラザハンはその最優先候補だった。だが想定より早く週末の現象に見舞われたため、どうにか前倒して移送できないかと試みたのだ。
なるほど。壮大な計画ね。この星のすべての民を運べる算段が立っているのかしら。
Nope.
可能な範囲でだ。
そしてその線引きは哲学者議会がすると。
別の星への移住は史上類を見ないほど達成困難な任務だ。志の異なるものを取り入れようとすれば、そこから腐って全滅しかねない。
その是非は一旦置いておきましょう。次に伺いたいのは計画が順調に進んでいるかどうかです。聞いたところによると肝心の月への移送手段がまだ完成しきっていないとか。
Yep.
要求する水準に至っていないという意味では確かに未完成だ。かねてより製造を進めてきた月へ向かう船、通称箱舟は一応の完成を見ている。想定外だったのは週末の広がりがあまりに早いことだ。
You have 20 years to prepare.
現状の箱舟の動力機関では航行速度が遅く、何より都度の補給にかかる時間が長すぎる。見切り発車で移送を始めたところで往復数を稼げないうちに終末が拡大。膨大な数の知識と命を見捨てざるを得ないだろう。
Like, I understand like this is like the top secret thing, but at the very least, couldn't you just like say to them like, okay, we're just gonna create a spaceship to explore the moon. Like, I think that's still acceptable to people, okay, and without divulging too much of your information, okay. So, like, what took you so long? I know it's not, rocket science is not, it's not easy, but at the very least, like by this, like since the start of Endwalker, at least they should have launched like 1 or 2 spaceship. In that case, I can still give them some leniency, but they haven't even launched one single rocket at all. Like, Seriously?
そんな何か手はないの？
生涯での推進力を生み出すエーテル縮体炉、その改良ができないか今も試行錯誤は続いている。同時に第一陣の2の積み込みも始めてはいるが、限界まで調整をするつもりだ。
And then how are you gonna send them? Ah, here comes.
では私たちと取引をするのはいかがでしょう？
What if we make a deal? Let me guess, you be the test subject.
暁の決命はエーテル縮体炉の改良に協力します。結果それが必要な性能を上回るものになった場合、2つの報酬をいただけないでしょうか？
Wait, there's also another thing about space travel, right? The weird thing is that Meteon is able to like cross, cross space. What? Like, I wonder if the other the Amarothian, they're also conducted. They are able to travel through space, okay, and find a suitable living planet or something like that. Because Meteon easily found dozens of, other planets that was inhabited by people. So it'll be surprising if Meteon is the first one, because the main purpose of Meteon is, if I'm not mistaken, is like to be an Antilochea, which is like somebody, like a living thing that can manipulate Dionysus. Like, I wonder if there's any research about that left. And they did it off
1つ目
either.
はハイデリンと合わせてもらうこと。
あなたたちとハイデリンの関係を思えば、逆さの塔を放置しているのは奇妙だわ。あるんでしょ？かの塔に代わるより良い別の手段が。
そして2つ目が箱舟を誰がどのように使うかを皆様に提案させていただきたいのです。
提案か？命令ではなく。
Is this a
ここ
proposal?
にいる
Not an
た
order?
った99人さえ納得させられない提案なら、この窮地に貫くべきではありません。
いや、面白い。
Let me guess. We approve. And he's freaking creepy.
その道の専門家たちが頭を抱えている難問に行きずりの者たちが挑むときた。なんと無茶で無謀なことよ。
Is he on our side or not?
じゃが、行き詰まった研究に必要なのは嫌というほど見返した理論よりちょっとしたひらめき、新しい風じゃろうて。わしはかつての教え子たちにかける。彼らとの取引に賛成じゃ。
Although he
ああ、
agreed,
静
he
粛
doesn't
に
feel,
静粛
he
に
doesn't feel
今は1秒すら惜しい。早速決を取るとしよう。では暁の決命との取引に賛成の者は挙手を。
Well, they've been stuck for like 300 years. Might as well leave it to them as a test subject. How many?
賛成71、反対28。決まったな。
That was fast.
彼らの申し出を受け入れよう。
On your count.
古主主、計画の責任者たる君が彼らを案内するように。個人としては異
Oh,
論もあ
he's
ろう
the
が、
head of the
議会
project.
の決定としてしかと遂行していただきたい。
承知いたしました。
If we fail, if we succeed,
こたびの臨時会は終了とする。終わりの時まで時間がない。各自、己の責務をしっかりと果たすように。
if we succeed, it'll be a big shame to him, because he's been doing it all his life, and we just like came up like, hey, leave it to us. Oh. Sorry about not letting the rest of you in my in on my plan. I was admittedly thinking on my feet for the most part, but since we required both a means of communing with Hydaelyn and reaching Meteon, in the spur of the moment, I saw involving ourselves in the completion of the arc as a way to work towards both objectives simultaneously. I like to think it's not a challenge beyond our combined expertise, or at least the expertise of our extended circle of associates. It might behoove us to learn how an ether burner actually works before we attempt to improve it, though. Seriously, that's the thing. Like, you agree while have zero experience with it, and I'm surprised that those coots let you do it. Oh god. Okay, complete. As instructed, I shall take you to see the afterburners. The Aetherburners. Meet me outside of Archeon. I trust you can make it on your own there. So, the Ark is being built in Labyrinthos. Hardly surprising. Where else could they conceal such a massive undertaking? Okay. Going underground. Teleport. Okay, fortunate. Our destination is in the lower levels. The forum in its wisdom has granted you access to the Archeon Cliff. Step inside and have Overlane take you to the medium circuit. Okay. In the meantime, let's queue up. Where's my Dark Knight? And even though it's the weekend and it's, end of the year, I don't have confidence in doing it though. Oh, unrestrict the party. Wait. Oh, offer link. Yes. You could have ride the same lift with us though. I sent your associate ahead to Logisticon Alpha on the other side of Mariel Agronomics. Actually, there is something I've been meaning. Meaning to what? Never mind. It can wait. Let us attend to the matters at hand. What? How to apologize to your own son? Oh, where? Oh, over there. It's been a while since we've been in Labyrinthos. A week, if I'm not mistaken? 100. Might as well use our summoner for all. Wait, level what? 81. Then we use Dragoon. Dragoon's level 85. Wait, that's his dancer. A bit more. Last one. Die. When was the last time I took a new hunt quest? Stray tomato. Oh yeah. 143 northeast. Wait. Maybe I should do it. Ah, it's up there. Never mind. There should be another one here, right? It's still the same phase. I think maybe I've taken it. Oh, 410 west. Somewhere here. Wait. I think we need to go in through here. It's a building after all. Logisticon Alpha. Okay. We have to wait here while our father arranges for us to use the next lift. Here being Logisticon Alpha, where the atmospheric condition of labyrinthos are regulated. Water is drawn from underground and dispersed as vapor, stimulating the formation of artificial clouds and rain. But okay, one thing is, you should not, regularly harvest like underground water, because if it's like a little bit, like you can be able to allow it to replenish itself. But if you don't, then it's gonna put a big strain on the environment, because like prolonged underwater ground extraction, okay, it's gonna affect the plants growing, okay, easy to say. So that's why it's not a good idea to rely on it. But from the looks of it, from the sound of this, is that they have been regularly doing it. By manipulating the temperature and air circulation, they are able to create the ideal environment for the growth and preservation of the biological samples kept here. Hold on, how do you know so much about it? My father brought me here as a child. Oh shit. What? And left me behind? Actually, you're the one who left me behind when you went to someone else's grandfather. Touché. The night before, I've been asking father how clothes are made, so he decided to show me. It was fascinating. I peppered him with questions the entire time. Yeah. This is all too easy to take for granted the many interweaving aspects of the natural world, to grow inured to the wondrous. But having gained an understanding of the complex mechanism employed by the lawporites in recreating a similar environment, I have come to view such process in a new light. Oh, she's gonna be like, even you now? The subterranean gardens of Labyrinthos, the lunar prison forged to contain the ancient zodiac, the inhabitants built for all mankind beneath the moon's surface, each unique yet undeniably similar. This is no mere coincidence. Oh, you share? Or maybe like they shared with you and you build on that. Ever since Hydaelyn unfolded to us the grim fate that awaits Aetheris, every essential resource we could spare has been delivered to Labyrinthos in preparation for the Great Exodus. But that is not all. Isn't that 270 years ago? It is also a testing ground for the technologies that will allow us to settle on the distant star. Though the lawporites have endeavored to make the moon inhabitable, that is not our final destination. Mankind must learn to propagate life where there is none, to thrive where it is barren. Alas, time is not on our side. Dude, you have 270 years. I've arranged for you all to enter the central circuit. It is there the most of our preparation for the Great Exodus are carried out, the construction of the Ark among them. Though our plans have been made public, access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subject to said restriction and will have free rein to come and go as you please. Such was the will of the Forum after all. What about your will? We will prove ourselves worthy of their trust. Your trust. Then let us proceed. You know, he said like any act of like war or okay, any violent act, even in the act of self-preservation, is considered barbaric. I wonder if he feels that way when he saw Alphanaut and Alize, you know, being attacked by monsters on the verge of death. Okay. The Aether burner is being constructed not far from here. Overseeing the work is Kokol Dankol, after whom the forge is named. Once the necessary introduction have been made, I shall leave you with him to discuss the particulars. This way. South? Oh well. 178 northwest. Northwest should be somewhere here. But you want us to go south though. North. I want to go there though. By the way, what level are we in? 88. And we still haven't went to the final map.
苦しのの旦那なんだよ大勢揃っていよいよ
They really
起きたってか
prefer Lillekins
いや
though.
予定については変わりない。あまり時間が残されていないという点でもな。今回は哲学者議会の意向でエーテル宿退路の改良に協力したいという者たちを連れてきた。
ほう界隈で見た覚えのねえ顔だな。
実際賢人も混じってはいるが、この分野の専門ではない。何かの突破口になればとのことだが、仕事の邪魔になるくらいなら追い出してもいい。
そうならないように最善を尽くしましょう。早速ですが、エーテル宿退路について伺っても。
ああ構わねえぜ。息抜きがてらにな。箱舟に搭載される動力機関エーテルを宇宙航行のための推進力に変えるのが俺たちの作ってるエーテル宿退路だ。地上に比べて生涯はエーテルが乏しい。それでもしっかり箱舟を動かし月と行き来させられる優れものだ。
The sequence of his explanation is not really matched, so I'm gonna
ま
leave
だ
it for him.
性能が足りねえときた。計算上あと 6% ほどエーテル伝導率を上げられりゃ哲学者議会に要求されてるだけ往復時間を短縮できる。たかが 6%、 されど 6% だ。最高の素材と最良の設計で宿退路の製造に当たってる以上、そう簡単に数字は上がらねえんだよ。
It's like trying to sit.
レポリットたちには
It's like trying to
相
say
談
like,
したのですか？
dude, you just got 20%. You need 60% more. We're like, dude,
Oh.
that's a big ask.
彼らの技師も検討をしてくれているが、すぐには解決策が出せそうもないようだ。レポリ
Yeah,
ッ
it's
トの船である
60%.
月は高性能の動力機関を有している。しかしそれは広大な月内部を使えるからこそのとてつもなく大きなものだという。我々の彼らに言わせれば、小さなおもちゃの箱舟にその技術を転用するのは難しい。
ああ、もうどうしろってんだ。そういう無茶を言うときはせめてエクスアダマントを手土産にしてほしいぜ。
エクスアダマントってアラグのか？
Oh,
あなた何か知っているの？
well, he is the
あ、い
guy
や、詳細までは。
with we
ア
access
ラ
to
グ
the
帝
crystal
国で生
tower.
み出された金属なんだが、製造法が門外不出で久れし金属なんて呼ばれてたらしい。
To the crystal tower.
かの帝国においてはダラガブの製造に用いられたり宇宙進出の要を担ったって記録で見
Oh,
たことがあ
oh
る。
yeah, Alec did that.
そう、そいつだ。そのエクスアダマントだよ。現代においては完全に失われた未知の冶金技術で作られた素材なんだ。エーテル伝導率がものすごくてな、今のエーテル宿退路にも少量だが
you can get-
使ってるんだ。
You can get that information.
ほら、第7零歳の折にダラガブが飛び散っただろ。たまたま北洋にポチャンとした破片を引き上げてそこから取り出したってわけよ。あのエクスアダマントがたくさん手に入りゃ伝導率の 6% 向上も夢じゃないんだがな。
ダラガブの破片なら他にもエオルゼや各地に刺さってると思うけど、そこからは回収しないの？
グリーナーに依頼は出してある。だがエクスアダマントが使われているのはダラガブの中でもごく一部。
There's the crystal tower again, though.
トゲのように突き立った巨大装置、いわゆるラグナロク級高速艦の動力部なんだよ。調査によるとそこへたどり着くには数々の防衛機構をひしめくダラガブ編の内部を踏破しなきゃならん
hear
そ
a
うだ。
dungeon coming out.
凄腕のグリーナーをかき集めたって そうそうできる芸当じゃ
Oh
ね
god, that's our job.
ってそれバハムートを消滅させるために私たちが行ったあたりよね。
Uh-huh. This sounds like a job for someone else.
それはいいけど頼めそうな当てはあるの？
高速艦を伴ったダラガブの破片は
I'm gonna
エ
use
オル
that
ゼアだけ
in
で
the
も複
future.
数確認されている。できるだけ多くの X アダマントを回収したいとなれば、私たちで手分けするよりもむしろ。サンクレット、君はガレマルドで偵察任務をするにあたって派遣団の代表たちとつながるリンクパールを渡されていたね。それはまだ通じるかい？
ああ、現役だ。好きに使ってやってくれ。
Why Galamalt though? Isn't that thing delicate?
何をするつもりだ？
皆で薪を集めるのです。吹雪をしのぐ焚き火を、暗闇を照らす灯火をつけるために。こちらアルフィノ、聞こえるだろうか。暁の決命から皆に頼みたいことがあるんだ。
Eunice?
ルキアだ。一切承知した。
Oh.
すぐにアイメリク様に連絡を取り、クルザスのダラガブ編に回収部隊を向かわせる。
Excuse me.
グリダニアも了解だよ。対策に追われてる姉様たちに代わって国への森の分は僕が行く。
高速艦の他にエクサアダマントが回収できる当てはないのかしら。
Dude, you can set for crystal power for the
わざわ
recipe,
ざエ
right?
クスアダマントを使っているような品は尋常じゃない量のエーテルを通したり蓄えたりする必要があるものだ。現代にまで残っていれば特に強力な魔器として専門家や構図家のもとに流れている可能性が高い。
The people at the Mordona, what they call again?
強力なアラグの魔器ですね。東方連合に持ちかけて探してみます。他にも何か協力できることはありませんか？こちらにはダラガブ編がないので人手にはまだ余裕があります。
ククロ殿、オサード小大陸の方で何かできることはないでしょうか。
おお、東方諸国が協力してくれるってのか？だったらあれだ、ほれ神器って呼ばれる最後を貸してもらいて。
Wait.
神器は時に万神を権限させられるほどのエーテルを溜め込めるようになってんだ。宿タイロと一緒に組み
Are
込
we
み
gonna fight
大きな力を扱い
with
やすくなる。
Sano?
聞こえていただろうか。神器の確保も合わせて頼みたいんだ。
了解です。週末の最悪だなんてどうしようかと思いましたが、何かやれることがあって少しほっとしました。機械のことはよくわかりませんが、
You better send
完
her
全
along,
な形で
okay?
仕上げられるよう私たちも頑張ります。
よっしゃ、そんじゃまちゃちゃっと言ってくら。
Who's the
他の上だ
third
ろうが構わねえ。景気よく略奪してくるからよ。
It's the pirate
届け
guy.
先はオールドシャーリアンでいいんだな。首を洗って待っていやがれ。
そうするよ。みんなありがとう。くれぐれも気をつけて
Isn't
頼む。
that supposed to be our job?
やったわね。
ああ、エクスアダマントはきっとここに届く。私たちはそれを信じ、さらに先を見据えて準備を進めていこう。
Well, It really is a job for someone else. Give me a moment. I want to go to the toilet and turn on the AC. Okay, turn on the AC, went to the toilet. Continue. Huh? Oh yeah, not enough level. Summoner. In times like this, we are reminded of how famous or infamous Alphinaud has become. Isn't that us? Who would have thought he could achieve so much with a single link-point conversation? As he was expecting rather a lot of visitors in the near future, I best return to the surface and inform the relevant parties. I also have contact on my own that might be worth to try. Oh, and who might that be? Secret. That's for me to know and you to find out. And on that note, I'll leave matters in your capable hands. Best of luck. Meanwhile, in Ul'dah. Why Ul'dah? The Syndicate? Oh, Nanamo. Pippin. I couldn't take Lilikin seriously.
改めて事情は分かった。ダラガブ編からのエクスアダマントの回収、そして強力なアラグの魔器の収集じゃな。
Oh, I just remembered something. Isn't Lilikin the name of the people from Will of Final Fantasy? Maybe?
よし、すぐに不滅隊の精鋭を揃え、突入部隊を編成せよ。銀中団や同人団からも腕利きを募れ。パパシャンは各ギルドの通達を。アラグの防衛機構を制し、未知の素材を回収するにあたっては、彼らの協力が必要不可欠じゃ。フィルガイス、サカツ州の中でもそなたを呼んだのは、鉄塔団を動かす可能性を考えてのこと。不滅隊に協力し、突入部隊の補助やその間の各地の警備を受け持ってくれるな。
は、我が息子鉄塔団団長シルンベルク直々にことに当たるといたしましょう。
What happened to the cut?
ピピン、突入部隊の長はそなたに任せる。集いし強者たちを率い、存分に来そうなを振るうがよい。ロロリトよ、そなたはアラグの魔器の回収じゃ。市場に出回っているもの、小塚に買われたもの、そなたになら心当たりもあろう。無論善意でなどとは言わぬ。取引方法はそなたに任せるゆえ、いつもの通り最後には損のないよう収めてみせよ。
It's surprising that the Syndicate actually listened to Nanamo.
世界を
Because
脅
even
か
with
さんとしており、
Raw Ban by her
終末の
side,
最
she
悪。
was barely able to do anything.
それが報告通りのものならば、我らの力のみでは到底抗いえぬ。しかしわらわは、エオルゼアの民は今や知っておろう。第7零歳からこちら抱えてきた傷や痛みと向き合ってやっと分かったのじゃ。一人では立ち上がることさえできずとも、誰かとならば戦い抜けると。 それを先陣を切って示してきた暁が共に立つ者を欲している。ならばウルダ派は果敢に応え、彼らと共にこの最悪に打ち勝とうではないか。
I got a feeling we're gonna go and see Maelstrom.
直ちに取り掛かるがよい。第17代国王ナナモウルナモからの至上命令と心得よ。
If they don't show the other two, Gridania and Limsa, it's a bit unfair if you ask me. Black Shroud, yep, Limsa. Gridania. They should give us a bit of warning though. Kai? He's not here? Oh, Arun.
兵の数は揃ったけど、やっぱり偏りが出るか。治療には事欠かなくても防衛機構の破壊を担う者が少ない。グリダニアのあり方としては正しいんだけどね。長期戦になるかもしれないな。
Oh, Lide.
よければ私たちも連れて行ってくれない？
Isn't she cold?
君、どうしてここに？
ギラバニアには高速管がついているような大きなダラガブ片が落ちてきてないんだ。だからグリダニアの手伝いに。アラミゴから一番近いし、何より思いっきり暴れる前衛が必要なんじゃないかと思ってさ。
Manago.
見透かされてるのは尺だけど、その通りだよ。よくわかったね。
もうすごく昔のことみたいに感じちゃうけど、私暁の一員としてこの国の調査を担当してたんだ。だから知ってるよ、国営の森のこともグリダニアのみんなの戦い方だって。
だったら遠慮なく力を借りさせてもらうよ。早速だけど打ち合わせと行こう。
What?
必ずやり遂げるから見ててね、パパリモ。
I guess you got a feeling that Papa Limo's gonna come back though. As a ghost or something maybe? Meanwhile in Corpus. We ain't gotta go to Limsa yet? But that saddles Girabania as well. Don't you have a mount? Seriously?
やっと見つけたぞ。兄貴、何してるんだよ。もうみんなとっくに集合して。
Dang. Falls apart. Their half brother. Oh, is it who I think it is?
なんだよこれ。
Is it who I think it is? No? I was expecting him. Meanwhile, in the Ruby Sea. Uh,
という要請が東方連合とロロリト会長からありまして、海賊衆の皆さんなら仁義に心当たりがないかと思ってこちらに参ったのです。
Ask the Kojin. Up. Speak of the devil.
おや、あれ
Soroban? Yeah, it's Soroban.
あれなんでハンコックまでいるの？でもちょうどいいや。実は頼みたいこと
Isn't he
があ
one of the
って
four lords now?
ね。
Wait. Even Sadie? So our friends are searching for refined adamantite and sacred relics. We will only know if they meet our requirements once they have arrived. In the meantime, is there aught we might do to be of service? Ha, you already done more than enough. If I say so, I could use someone who knows a thing or two about elegant technology. You there, the lad with the red eyes and matching hair. You seem to know more than the average scholar. Huh, if only Master Cockle knew how right he was. While he and Graham established a rapport, why don't we help with the preparation for the Great Exodus? Indeed, this would mean going above and beyond our terms of arrangement, but I propose this not to curry favor. As confident as I am that we will succeed, we must be ready for every eventuality. This should also be an opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the logistics of traversing the Great Expanse. And if nothing else, it beats twiddling our thumbs while we wait for the adamantite. Well, ain't you a bunch of helpful buggers? If you have a mind to land, I know where you ought to go. Charlotte Hamlet is lousy with researchers and scholarly types, busying themselves preparing for the Exodus. Ha! That lot need all the help they can get. Well then, off we go. Before that, let me just open this up. Decent size. I saw a 201, so like 3 out of 8. So I should turn, well, when I'm delivering the quest, I should turn into my Dark Knight, because I'm going as a tank, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's a 201. 283 north. I think I should change now. After this, who should I level up? Maybe I'll go for warrior though. Like, if you ask me, which one is the most... Okay, when it comes to tank, there are two that I look up to, okay? So, one is without Paladin, because Paladin have a lot of, like, supportive tanking ability, while Warrior is really good at tanking. Because Warrior have a lot of skills that allow them to survive. Okay. Nope. Where? Over there. I'll give it like within 30 minutes or so. From what I can tell, a lot of people actually live down here. I don't know how much we can offer, but I dare say they'll benefit from some of that fresh inspiration Scholar Montachain mentioned. Let's start by asking around, ideally without getting in everyone's way. Let's meet by the Aetheryte once our work is done. It's quite far though. Steady current. Helping with the art. Even with all the all the power Master Kokol managed to squeeze out of Aether Burner, it is still not enough apparently. And now I hear the final days have arrived. Horrible creatures running rampant all over. If only we begun the exodus sooner. That's the thing. People are dying and there will be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. But we will. We spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan, and all will be well. Just believing is not enough though. Anybody with a sprout icon here, you shouldn't trust them because like they are the one that buy, like you can buy on the item shop like to skip to level 80, like basically level your guys up to level 80. What luck! You are just the gallant sort I was in search of. You see, I whipped up an experimental new tincture, one that brings low a certain type of fee. I had hoped this is not. I was not supposed to talk to you. Hello, are you one of the new helpers? Working on the Aether Burner, oh dear. I hear things have come to a standstill on that front. Even so, I choose that over my current duties, checking and loading samples day in and day out. It's tiring, thankless work. Still, no one will be cross if I misplace a few legumes or what have you. The forums got enough on their plate as it is. What with deciding who gets to be on board the Ark and when. Lots of powerful people have opinions about that. My heart goes out to Master Fortunaut and the others. Hardly get a moment's rest, I expect. Do they even have time to sleep? Oh yeah, I do wish that we can see, you know, the mother, Alphanaut and Alize's mother again. No particular reason. Huh? That's the last one. That's the last one. Can I go in the house? Nope. Aha. Poltazan. Offering to help? That's very kind, but I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. It's mostly a list of things we'll need once we arrive on the moon, and that whichever star we choose as our new home, my duties largely concern the maintenance of the living condition. So I'll be a lot busier after we depart. I hear that our lunar collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person, and after having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far. To be perfectly honest, I'm not even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they are not enormous looming giants. Why, I'll much prefer something small and fluffy, like that beheaded rabbit that ran by. Wait, they're here? They're here? But first thing first, we're gonna attune. They did say meet by here. Yep, it's there. Fancy meeting you, Yitsukamoto. Our friends in the forum brought us to see their teeny tiny boat, which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we've really interested in is Aetheris itself, so we now find ourselves in a sort of funny underground miniaturized version of it. We were hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but it appears they are rather preoccupied. Honestly, all the time to prepare and they're still not ready. You said it. I suppose we just have to show ourselves around, or at least that's what we're planning until we chance upon Uranger and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Wouldn't that be fun? It's my first time here. Cooking way! You didn't cook at anything at all though. A trio of labyrinthos. An unexpected yet prudent suggestion. Given the similarities between this artificial environment and Bestoway's burrow, it would be in our best interest to have the Lawprince acquaint himself with those conditioned deemed optimal by their Shaolin collaborators. I fear, however, the continuous reliance upon my limited knowledge would risk narrowing rather than broadening their perspective. Mayhap thou art better suited to lead this adventure. Like I say, it's my first time here. Okay, what a marvelous idea. Might we begin with that great big what's it over there, over yonder? Ah yes, the what's it. I shall leave its explanation to come. Dude, you know I don't know a single thing, right? Right? Oh god. You're gonna pay for this. Ah, there. Stinging me. Goodness me, to build something so large without creation magic. It's positively stupendous. Perhaps you could direct our attention to its most important features. Okay, inspect. Isn't that the main feature? The water tank? I feel like it's the water pump. The metallic tube? Is that water I hear from inside that great big tube? Yep. It must be because of those cogs and gigantic wheels at the top. I see, that's how they draw up the water. There's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside it too. Mushroom-like thing. It's the reservoir, right? That thing looks like trees in the greatest Endsvale. Yeah, it is. But they are not trees. Hold on, that's a bit strange. It's thin at the bottom but big and round at the top. Something quite tall for something so unbalanced too. Now it makes sense. That's where they store the water. Okay. Wait, tank. It's water as well, right? It's a little hard to see here, but isn't that golden pipe connected to the top of the tank? And I can see through the window another pipe at the bottom. Ah, this must be the purifying water drawn up from below. Oh god. That's good. Well, if I were to hazard a guess, water drawn from underground, presumably with some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower before being distributed elsewhere. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it! A design brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would take only a moment to install even in the harshest environments. For us Lawprince, that is. Indeed, securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We have read, however, that people from Aetheris sometimes make their homes in arid desert and such. How are they able to survive? Oasis? Yep. Many settlements in Tanna nearby an oasis. So wherever you choose to live, you are never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to procure the necessary amount. We can provide enough water to keep them from drying out completely, but it will appear they rely on it far more than we anticipated. Seriously? A few adjustments might be in order, once we calculate the average rate of consumption per individual. It may be worth learning about how exactly they obtain their water in the first place. But there's no water on the moon though. Master Afinot spoke of the machinery responsible for that feat during our journey to Logisticon Alpha, did he not? Mayhap Lawprince will share his appreciation for the engineering marvel. Yeah, but there's no underground water in the moon, right? On the moon? We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlian Hamlet. I shall lead the way. Go ahead. You mean we'll need to brave the untamed wilderness? A valid concern indeed. We could not help but notice many dangerous-looking creatures with big nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confine of this settlement. Dude, there are dozens of killer robots at your place. Were we not escorted here by Burley's custodians? I dread to think what would have become of us. Dude, did you forget your robots? Regrettably, to many a hungry predator with the aforementioned big nasty teeth, Lawprince may appear to be a potential rather appetizing source of sustenance. Might I impose upon thee to assist in securing a safe passage to Logisticon Alpha? No. For my part, I shall act as escort to Living Way and Cooking Way. I entrust Singing Way and Growing Way to thy care. Oh, come on. A more valiant protector than they could ever wish for. Godspeed. Well, at least I didn't get Pudding Way. If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. Come along, Growing Way, to the water extraction what's it? Oh, down south. Northwest. Northwest? Somewhere here. I'll do it later. This reminds me of Alpes a bit. We gotta fight. Die. Thank you so much. I really hope this water extraction water is worth these harrowing experiences. All part of the fun, some might say, but I'd rather not be burnt to crisp if it's all the same to you. This is the one thing that I hate about Final Fantasy XIV though. Like, I really want to go in extreme, but I haven't. I'm still playing Heavensward, see? Like, I want to get the mount. It really annoys me that I couldn't do it. My friends, I bid you welcome to Logiscon Alpha. Our destination doth lie at the left top. Pray follow me. Okay, up we go. Marvelous, simply marvelous. So this is where the magic or science rather takes place. The perfect environment to sustain life, artificially created. The knowledge we'll gain here will be essential when we start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently, most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. I think that's the first thing though. You're all very lucky that Aetherus just so happen to provide everything you need to thrive. Or did mankind turn out the way they were because of the available resources, I wonder? Either way, it's nothing short of miraculous, and I cannot wait to see more of it. Just a bit of history science lesson is that before that there's no, well, obviously there's no oxygen. It's like oxygen is not that of an abundance, but then like planktons are able to do photosynthesis and like the precursor to plants. Like before this, carbon dioxide is the main thing, is the main element in the air, if I'm not mistaken. So after planktons evolved to photosynthesize, like they release a tons of oxygen, and that basically kill off like whatever that is living. Not dinosaurs though, like stuff, but like other microorganisms and such. That's part of the Great Extinction. The first Great Extinction though. This is all very wonderful, I'm sure, but I'm rather hoping to learn more of your nourishment provision facilities. In other words, where is the food? Yeah, Hydaelyn is not a good place for you to learn. The only place is probably at the last stand. I believe both the knowledge and consumable you seek may be found at Merrill Ergonomic. As I imagine Singing Way and the others intend to study every conceivable facet of apparatus. Would thou be so kind as to escort our visiting culinarian? Yes, that sounds much more interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to see firsthand some of the delicacy Urienga was telling me about. Even his incredibly vivid, if a bit too verbose, description cannot compare to something them myself. Not to mention Aetherus will soon be no more, so I must learn all I can while there's serious time. Let us brook no further. We should go to the last stand though. This is just like the farm, right? If I'm not mistaken. Grey garlic. Cooking way. This is the place, yes? The heady aroma was enough to guide me here, and I spotted several of the fruit and vegetable featured in our compendium. I'd dearly love to try some, but I read that those who help themselves to a farmer's crops without permission are often caught and put into pies. Perhaps you could ask whoever in charge if they are willing to part with a few samples. Cooking me is not accompanying you. Okay. Japke. What a fine mess this is. Ah, it's you. The one who climbed down the mine shaft. I'll show you around if I could, but I'm rushed off to my feet preparing for the exodus. And I'm not the only one. We all got to find ways to do what we can down here, down here up there. First on the moon, then on whichever star the forum decides will become our new home. It's all so sudden, so unreal. Don't you want to go to the moon? Well, it's better than waiting for the final days to claim us. But no matter how careful it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. Especially even the ones that we can take may not survive their new environment. So many species doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came here to talk about, is it? Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. We merely wish to sample a little of your produce if we may. By all means, help yourself. Much appreciated, my good fellow. So, where to begin? Oh, over there. Oh, I know what these are. Grapes, yes? Let's see if they are as delicious as they look. Let me guess, these are not the delicious ones. So sweet, so sour. The taste is much like ripe philosopher's carrot, and yet the texture is entirely different. The contrast between the outer skin and the fruit within is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. Well, that certainly gave me food for thought, though in far less visceral manner than any philosopher carrot. But tell me, what is your opinion of grapes? I brave an erupting volcano for a choice bunch. Yes, they are rather Moorish, aren't they? And far from what I've read, quite versatile too. Something about people stepping on them to make intoxicating beverages, as I recall. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. On to the next treat. And what's this? Apples? Orange by nature. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's see. Probably the fruit first. Yes, that's Eucopod sweet and sour. As with the grapes, yet nothing alike. I may have to consult with Younger about expanding my vocabulary. I simply cannot find the words to describe it. Perhaps what I'm looking for is bitter? It's all very complicated, you know. So many flavors, so many choices. And each individual with their own personal preferences. Now I can see why you all turn your noses up at the idea of eating nothing but carrots. Marvelous though they still are in my estimation. Let no one say I said otherwise. But speaking of carrots, I've yet to sample any of the vegetables. Let's see what's in that field over there. Where? Nope. There. Tomatoes? Carrots! Oh, the pumpkins. That color, that texture. Are these some sort of enormous round carrots? Wrong, pumpkins. No, in any case, proper nomenclature is less of a concern than the taste. It's so hard and flavorless. I may as well be chewing on a piece of wood. But that all but confirms it. These are nothing more than misbegotten failures masquerading as godly carrots. Stop. Can't you see these are pumpkins? And no one in any sense would try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Do you not find it an awful bother? Far from it. Cooking is a joy unto itself. Yeah. Cooking way. And what more? It broadens the range of ingredients that we may safely eat. But above all else, cooking allows us to draw out the full potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for as long as I can remember. Then perhaps even these hard blocks of plant matter can become delicious as the orange I sampled. I wonder though, if there is even anything more delicious. How about that yellow fruit over yonder? Lemons? What a wonderful fragrance. With luck, it'll have a flavor to match. I have no idea how these are eaten, then I'll just bite into it. You don't eat the skin though. Ugh! My tongue! Is this poison? A lemon? You mean it's supposed to taste like this? How can something so similar to an orange be so revolting? It may be some time before my palate recovers from this ordeal. As such, I had best call an end to this round of sampling. Let's say our farewells and return to the others. Finished, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. I rather enamored with the grapes and lemon, less so the pumpkin, so I learned this the hard way: they are not to be eaten raw. Then there was the lemon, deceiver. I still feel so violated. Haha, first time was it? I hate for you to leave with a bad taste in your mouth, in more ways than one, so I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. If this doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. More lemons? Have I not suffered enough? Nevertheless, it would be remiss of me to spurn this opportunity to. Oof, bit of sick came out there. Learn more of your inscrutable way. Very well, lemon muffin, do your worst. Uh-oh. Shokugeki so one time. I wish that cooking way like become a rocket and fly all over the place. Delicious! Oh, I was hoping he'd fly all over the place. Although I still detect a hint of lemon, it complements the sweetness of the dough that to create perfect harmony. I never would have guessed its vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. My good chap, this is simply breathtaking. And that's what we call cooking way. See, we rarely use lemon in its natural state, but it has a starring role in all sorts of recipes. All the same is true for many other ingredients. It comes down to making the most out of the resource at our disposal, and sometimes that can even be the difference between life and death. Yeah, but Charlene it's not known to be a place for cooking and stuff. I know we won't be able to take every spices with us. No doubt the forum agonized over what's worth preserving and what will be consigned to history. Hard choices, but make them we must if we are to survive. Such strength of will. Now I know what Hydaelyn sees in your kind. Mankind, the Loperates, we were both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learn all there is to learn about nature, of sentient life, and the fate of the stars themselves. Once a civilization has fulfilled the basic requirement for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. And there lies in its folly, and its downfall. For perfection is an unattainable ideal, this is the paradox of immaculate carol. Yet civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They pay no heed to the cost incurred in their futile quest, and all too often become architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. We can apply this to climate change, you know. Like, oh, in order for us to progress, we need to make more bigger and grander buildings, you know, much faster cars, but at what cost to the nature, to the environment? Because in order for you to make those things, you need resources from nature, and then if you don't replenish nature, then like cooking we say, architects our own demise. And the thing is that the poor people are the one that suffer first, and like say oh, why should we care? Only the poor people are suffering. Just like, in this case, it's better to think of them as countries, because like countries like Bangladesh, Pakistan, they have been inundated with, you know, with floods and stuff, okay, because of climate change, okay, and it's getting worse. Like when we see that, like, oh, those are just like one of those lower level country, like they just don't care about them. And then like when a flood hits, you know, a fraction of the flood hits, you know, a developed country, like, oh my god, this is the worst thing that has ever happened to us. What will we do about climate change? Meanwhile, those countries have been suffering for 10 years. Like, you know, it's your fault for not realizing it sooner, but even after that, like, people ignore it. What then is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect, to be content with what we have and make the most of it. What? When life gives you lemon, make lemon muffins. You get the idea. Pardon my erosion, but what in the 7 hells are you on about? And who are you anyway? Cooking ways at your service, though I never cooked. I'm here to help prepare for the trip to the moon. And once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. But don't worry, there'll be room for your crop too. We work together to preserve as many as Aetheris species as possible, if you're up to the challenge. Yes, of course. I look forward to it. Well, this has all been highly productive. Probably. Let's go and see if Gurianger and the others have run out of machinery to inspect, shall we? I still feel like I should send him to the last stand. The only restaurant in all of Charlayan. Oh god. You know, I just realized that once you remove the sprout, in other words the newbie one, you're not gonna get root to 80. I should have leveled them all out first, but at least it's quite decent, you know, the rest of them. It's gonna be a pain leveling up Blue Mage. I'm planning to, like, after I finish Dragoon and Summoner, I'm gonna go for Warrior and Monk. I'll leave Gunbreaker a bit slower though. Like, Gunbreaker is not bad. Just let me check Gunbreaker for. Gunbreaker is not bad. Bloodfest. Yeah, not that useful. Ooh, this is good. Not bad. Double down. Yeah, not that. Yeah, from what I can see, I'm not saying Gunbreaker is a bad thing. It's that it tries to be both an attacker and a melee DPS and a tank at the same time, so makes it a little bit like it doesn't excel in both. So kind of lame, because Paladin have a lot of tanking, but it's specialized in tanking, so there's a lot of like tanking supporting abilities, okay? But Warrior, it's that basically like you attack, you gain health, you gain life. There's an ability for that, lifesteal. So that's what makes it really good. Dark Knight, however, if you ask me, Dark Knight is also a little bit lacking, but At least Dark Knight have a lot of shields, you know. Oh, that was enlightening. That was most enlightening, especially with the part with the lemon muffin. Actually, I was wondering, do you know any other places famed for their cuisine? Last Stand. Like, Limsa is true, but I like the pun. The Far East has oodles of noodles. Would that I had time to visit. The more I learn of Aetheris, the more I wish we could spare it from the final days. Alas, Hydaelyn orders are to flee, not to resist. If only there was some other way. When are we gonna find Hydaelyn anyway? We've been here for almost 2 hours. Gamu, I trust thy time and moral ergonomics did bear fruit. Are you trying to make a joke or a pun? Our own efforts too were rewarded. We now possess an embarrassment of educational riches. No doubt our guests' relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them and us for a fortnight. Alas, time is of the essence. Let us return to Charlene Hamlet forthwith. I shall gladly attend to each and every lottery there, should further question within my power to answer arise. Can Urianger cook though? Aw. Why not leave Cooking Way, you know, at the Last Stand for a while? Even for a day or two, like, he will gain something from it. Oh, it's over there. God damn it, I'm lazy. Growing Way. What? Yes, Gamo, that was indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. Do you want to know why? Why? Because I saw the reconstructed environmental data for Aetheris at Logiscon Alpha, that's why. Oh, now you notice that those are not trees? A forest so lovely and so leafy. Are all of your forests like that? You guys know which answer I'm gonna choose, right? Right? You should see the forest of the first. And one was purple. I say. If a star so wonderful, it comes as no surprise that you are reluctant to leave behind. I was a fool to think otherwise, to assume that the moon was something worth being proud of. How ridiculous it must seem to you. Yep. Trying so hard, yet achieving so little. And you guys have 12,000 years to prepare. Not at all. Thy works are no less worthy for their uniqueness. That's the only thing. I thought I heard tiny voices. Tancred. Well, where were you? How didst thou fare? Ah, I was able to glean a fair bit from the researchers while helping to move their cargo. Preparation had proceeded without interruptions here, despite news of the coming end. We have the forum leadership to thank for that. That doesn't mean people aren't worried though. Quite the opposite. Knowing disaster could strike at any moment, they hurry to complete their work, equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death. And we can hardly tell them there's no cause for concern. Perhaps not. Though aided by our goodly growing way, we may yet find other ways to lighten their burden. Me? Be of use to the people? I'm honored that you would think me so capable, but I'm not sure I'm up to the challenge. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. Talk about pressure. If you say so, I suppose I can't hurt to try. I passed someone moping in the plaza that looked to be in need of a helping paw. Perhaps we may start with him? Couldn't we? This is as good a place as any. Come. Have you guys forgotten? We're supposed to talk with Hydaelyn. Easy voice. Oh, can I help you? Is it you who would help me? Is my anxiety truly so obvious? A burden shared is a burden eased. Pray tell us thy troubles. Those little fellows do look like good listeners. I'm an engineer, you see, and what they say of the ship, that is the sum of decades of Shaolin. Decades? You were given close to 3 centuries to make it. That it's built with peerless, elegant technology. It's all true, but I know that none of us. That's a guarantee. we never before launched a starfaring vessel, let alone floated in the great expanse. All the tests we have run have been on the ground. I think I've been saying. Only operational personnel and cargo will be aboard for the first voyage, but even so, if it fails then, what can we do? And if it doesn't, it could fall apart the next flight. Or the one after that. We've done everything we can to prevent that from happening, but it hardly matters. We thought that the Aether burning design was flawless too. And look at how that turned out. Thou art familiar with these most daunting technologies, and dost thou hold the power to allay his fears? Oh, not sure about that, but well, that's Living Way. That's the one on the left is Living Way, right? Maybe you could tell me if there's any aspect of the ship design that you are especially worried about. Our ability to walk about and perform our tasks for one. I devised a means by which to employ gravity, a spatial temporal spell, to regulate the environment, but what if it's not strong enough? What if everyone floats away and begins crashing into things as soon as we left the star? Aha! Gravitation. Maybe I can be of help after all. Up there, it's not so different from down here. You see, the same rules apply, and you consider them as part of one great big cosmos rather than separate places. Can we leave them? I suspect both parties shall find comfort in this conversation. Yet, if Tancred's tale to be true, still others will be benefit from insights born of experience. Might I prevail upon the Lopris to attend to them? An excellent idea, if I do say so myself. There is naught we like more than to ease the hearts of the fine people of Aetheris and learn more about them while we're at it. Full glad I am to hear it. Gather thy companions and bring them hither. Scamo, thou hast a gift of finding souls in need of a succor. Not me though. That's Thancred. Pray seek thee out the distressed and the apprehensive and inform them that help is at hand. Aren't we supposed to find Hydaelyn? Oh, I do so look forward to that. A place for every lawbreak and every lawbreak in their face. Ugh, shit. We had to find someone's crafting. What am I thinking about? The medical facilities on the ship, of course. I designed it with an assistance of our sages and Shurigans. But to imagine every illness or injury that one might face in the great expanse is beyond any of us. To say nothing of the effect that living out there indefinitely might have on the body. The crew from the moon. Why didn't I not think of that? Concern, there's no point in worrying at this stage. It'll only make the work that much slower. This woman seems to be coping well. Yeah, but you didn't even think about ways that it could go wrong. Like, those kind of people should not be allowed to be in a leadership position. Because they're too carefree. 56 bunches of wheat in the ground, 56 bunches of wheat, rip one out, add to the mound, 55 bunches of wheat in the... I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in a break, I was in need of a little break, you see, but then I found myself unable to relax at all. So I went for a walk, and then I noticed these weeds and... Dude, it's all over! Pleasant conversation partners, and oh so fuzzy? Goodness me, that does sounded like a much better way to relax. Hyperventilating engineer. And this guy's also not a good leader material because you can be bothered by it, but not to the point of like panic attack. By the gods, my chest inside. Am I dying? Is this what dying feels like? Oh, do pardon me. I didn't see you there. There is no cause for concern, I assure you. I think I should. No cause for concern, even though you may need to depart at any moment. And if the hull I designed buckles under strain, the entire vessel may explode on launch, claiming countless lives and dooming all mankind. But that is highly unlikely. Yes, highly unlikely. Highly. Our visitors can help me triple check for the structural flaws, you say. Why, that would be wonderful. I'm breathing more easily already. We only found 3. I was supposed to talk with Hydaelyn, not all of this. So I got a feeling that somebody might be outside though. Let's check. Oh. I guess not. Maybe inside? Oh, can't go inside. Aha! Blasted assistants! Where have they gone off at a time like this? Beg pardon, but I have not the time for idle chit-chat. I need to reconfirm that ATO levels are consistent throughout the vessel's machinery, and it seems I shall have to do it single-handedly. I swear, when I find those assistants of mine, maybe they're with the Loperids. The Loperids are willing to help? Why did you say so? At least they won't moan about how they checked 2 dozen times already and haven't slept in weeks. Lazy sods. Dude. And this is also not a good leader material because, like, if somebody is not at their best, how do you expect them to do good work? Nope. Where else? Let's look around on the outer circle first. Aha! Let's jump. Calm researcher. Worries. No, I believe I'm fine. Thank you. I've been confiding in my colleagues and it helped a lot. Can't recommend it enough. Okay. Skeptical researcher. Have you heard anything on what's on the moon? I have no doubt we can make it up there, but the searching for a new star part of the plan sounds awfully vague to me. I asked the forum, but they will only tell us that our collaborators have everything under control. No, they don't. Forgive me, but I don't feel particularly safe wandering through the sea of stars on God's know what meat by God's know who. I can talk to them though. You mean to say that I can speak with them directly? Amazing! I hope they like questions. I'm just talking to you to access it. Just leave me to my misery. The forum can appoint someone else. I apologize. I simply don't know what to do. How am I supposed to pilot the Ark if I'm already falling apart under the pressure? Talk to the Loperids. You know a starship pilot that I might speak with? Truly? Well then, there's no time to waste. They can help me prepare for this monumental task. You know, I prefer being with, you know, being in Alpes rather than here. This is so like we're treated as like some errand boy, you know. Like at least when in Alpes, like we're dealing with like quite a crucial part of the story. This is just like super minor stuff. A little bit is fine, like helping out with the Loperids, but helping with the people and this many, it tires me out. And we still haven't met Hydaelyn yet. Is there anything bothering me? Well, I've been loading cargo for bells now, so my back feels like voids and played as a piano. My feet and knees are as drum and cymbals too. Oh. I believe these two are the last one. Holy shit, there's another one at the back there. Probably this one first. Holy shit, there's another one there. My face? What's wrong with my... Ow. Perhaps I was a bit tense. I'll start with ensuring that the proper fauna, and only the proper fauna, are brought with us to the moon. However, the suitability of a few species are still under debate, and I can hardly make the decision myself when I know so little about the environment up there. Okay, last one. Including the lawbreeds in our discussion is a wonderful idea. I absolutely will thank you. I absolutely will. Thank you. Perhaps their biology itself might offer some clue as well. Yes, you idiot. Have you seen an envelope lying about? This imbecile refuses to give me the alchemy or I ordered without that bloody slip of parchment. Okay, fine. We can ignore him, right? Unless your friends have a spell to make me remember where I dropped my damn envelope, I doubt they'll be more than help than you. And you wasted enough of my time already. Yep. Ponderous mathematician. Huh? Consult our collaborators. I suppose it'll be more effective than sitting here brooding. I'm attempting to calculate how much cargo we can consolidate into fewer trips. Should the Aetherburner make our original estimates unfeasible, but there are simply too many variables. I feel as if my brow will turn inside out. But perhaps our lunar associate will have more insight on how much weight constitutes too much weight for our purposes. Thank you for letting me know. Wait, now I just realized. How did they come down to Earth anyway? How did they come down to Earth? What Aether is. You get the point. Behold, Skamo, through thine effort, word has spread out throughout Labyrinthos. Verily, to a far greater number than we anticipated. Living Way doth gather more lawbreed as we speak. I shall assign each in accordance with their skills. And that new bonds of friendship might be forged. Should greater matters require of thine attention, watch over them. I pity. Okay. When are we gonna talk with Hydaelyn?
ちょっと休憩。一度にこんなに喋ったのは初めてですわ。
ですわ。
よう、盛況だな。月の民から助言をもらえるらしいって早速街中で話題になってたぞ。
When are we gonna find Hydaelyn?
こちらのスリーピングウェイと話してみるのがよろしいかと。彼は月の操縦士ですので。
Wait, are you sure it's a good idea to give him?
よく覚えてるもんだな。レポリットの違いを見分けるのは難しいと思うんだが。
あなた方を嘆きの海から送り出した後、私たちとウリエンジェはたくさん話をしましたから。彼はアーテリスについていろいろと教えてくれましたし、こちらの質問にもとことん付き合ってくれましたわ。おかげで私の本ももういっぱい。こうして実際に来てみるとまだ驚くことばかりですが、そもそも彼から教えられなければ地上に降りてくることもなく月で待ち続けていたでしょう。
こんな光景、昔のウリエンジェを知る奴が見たら驚いて喜んだだろうな。ルイゾワ様やミンフィリア、パパリも、それから
いや、ここでいい相談役を紹介してもらえると聞いたんだ。私たちにも頼めるかな。
ウィルフスンさん、ブローウィドさん。
Oh, shit.
転移魔法の研究者として有名な夫妻だよ。ムーンブリダのご両親だ。
Yeah, that gotta hurt, man. That gotta hurt. Because Moonbreeder passed away. Well, I wouldn't say passed away because she died when fighting Asian. Yeah, man. Finally, we tried to meet with them in the beginning, but we couldn't.
お久しぶりです。お二人ともこちらにいらしたのですか。
ああ、しばらく前に妻ともども引き抜かれてね。しかしまさかここで君と再会することになるとは。
Uh-oh.
まったくだよ。あんたと来たらうちの子の訃報に手紙を添えてきたきり、何の連絡もよこしやしない。
Yep.
本当に心配かけて。
Let me guess. They
申
treat
し
him
訳
as a son.
ございません。直接ご報告に伺うべきだと分かっていながら、何よりムーンブリダのことを私は。
ルイゾア様に置いていかれたと嘆いていた彼女にとって、君たち暁が呼んでくれたことがどれほどの喜びだったか。あの子の成したこと、すべての決断は間違いなくあの子自身のものだったと思う。どうか君も己を責めるのではなく、彼女を誇ってやってはくれないか。
Dang.
私たちに起こってることがあるとすれば、それはあんたと一緒に泣けなかったことだよ。あんな震えたちの手紙だけよこして、私たちであんたの分まで泣く羽目になったじゃないか。
Damn.
本当に申し訳が
God damn.
ございません。私は語れる言葉を持たなかった。こみ上げる気持ちもよぎる思い出も一つとして正しく言葉にできなかったのです。積み上げてきた知識も読み解いてきた詩も無力でした。私はただ無力で。
バカだね。誰だってそうさ。私たちだってあの子、この悲しみを語れはしないよ。だからちゃんと分かってた。分かってたんだよ。
君たちがまだ小さかった頃、遊ぶことより学ぶことを愛した君を冷やかした子がいたね。その度にムーンブリダが飛んでいって喧嘩をした。私たちがいさめてもウリエンジェはいいやつなんだとむくれるばかりでね。
だったら相手を叩くんじゃなくて、あんたがウリエンジェと周りをつながないとって言ったら、そうかなんて腕組みしてうなってさ。
God damn.
それからは前よりも強引にあんたを連れ出してみたり、考えてることがわかるようにって同じ本を読もうとしたり。当時のあんたにとっちゃいい迷惑だったかもしれないけど、あの子なりにとても頑張っていたんだよ。
そして君は今こうして大勢の中にいる。それどころか絆を結ぶ手助けまでしているね。私たちはそのことがたまらなく嬉しいんだ。
ムーンブリダが信じた人は力いっぱい押した背中はその後もちゃんと歩き続けてくれていた。うちの自慢の娘の笑顔を今日はとても近くに感じるよ。ありがとうウリエンジェ。
はい、私も今やっと思い出せています。あの笑顔は眩しく温かく、悲しいものではなかったことを。
Damn.
ウリエンジェには大切な方がいらっしゃったのですね。
気になるか？
いいえ、私はただまだ知らないことが多いのだと思い直しただけですわ。
そうだな。生まれた時からここにいたって知らないこと、わからないこと、足りないことだらけだ。だからこの星はまだ終わるには早すぎるんだよ。
Yeah, we gotta save it, but like I say several times already, we gotta go. Oh, excuse me. Where am I gonna go and meet them? Oh, Tsukamo, be assured that I'm fine. I am. You sure? Well, glad to see them too, after so very long. Glad still that it was in your company. As difficult as it was to accept their kindness, it would have been far harder that I faced them alone. Wait, let me open it. If it's like 580, I would take it. $110. Thou hast my gratitude for lending courage to the Loperates. Not disposed to rest on your laurels. Several of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen to the station. Some few may still come hither seeking counsel, and so I shall remain aid to them as it need be. If thou needed somewhere else, do not let me detain thee. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you might check in on Alize. Last I saw her, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of boxes out of the west gate. And you didn't help? I could go myself. We both know whose help she's less like to spawn. Not to mention that, much to my misfortune, I can think of several other things I ought to be doing. Until later. Oh god. We're probably gonna hear her complain after this. Let's grab this one first. It's probably at the end there. West. Over there. Oops. Wrong button. That's the next one. East. East. Here. I'll do it later. Just go take a look at them all. Two hours and not a hit. Scum, what are you doing here? I don't mind if you help me with the boxes, but it's far from the most exciting of tasks. Are you sure? Can I leave? Well, I appreciate the assistance. We need to get to Aporia. Time is short, of course, but they are full of organic specimens and samples, so try not to be too rough on them. Alfina should be waiting for us when we arrive. I'll see you there. Where? Oh god, that's far. Let's just leave it to run. Okay. Often not. Oh, you're helping with the crate? Wonderful, you can put that with the others. You have my gratitude, but how do you come to be involved in this? Huh, I suppose I have tank with the tank as well. If you're wondering why we are asked to bring these boxes to Aporia to begin with, so was I. Turns out that this is a base of operation of sort. Those with final say as to what is included in the ship's manifest can be found here. Father included, I suspect. That should be everything. Are you trying to injure yourself? Oh hush, they are lighter than they look, and not everyone has your delicate arm. I suppose we should let someone know that we finished. Theopaldin is in the courtyard. We can report to him. You should get credit for your assistance at least. Considering where we are, you might even learn something interesting. northeast. Here? But I couldn't pick it up just now because we're carrying something. Attune first. Ouch. My head is ringing. God, never end, does it? What can I do for you? We brought some sample for Charlotte Hamlet, Series 110. The crates are by the entrance. Thank you. I had expected one of my colleagues, but we are dreadfully short-handed. Just a moment. You're fortunate children, are you not? Alphinaud and Alize at your service. You're well acquainted with father, I take it. Quite. I've been friends with your parents since our days at the Studium. I remember when you were yee-high, waddling hither and thither. Clearly, it's been quite some time since we met. It's good to see you again, wielding your father's knowledge, no less. You knew our parents when they were young. What were they like? Please spare no detail. I should like nothing more to regale you. Alas, I'm meant to be in charge here, and reams of paperwork for submission. We can help with that, in exchange for the sort of stories our parents were never willing to indulge, of course. Very well then. There happen to be 3 sets of documents in need of delivery, so how about you each take one? Why do we have to do all of this? Wait right here. There. Oh god. This is the most annoying part. You'll find a foreign representative waiting to collect these near the southernmost structure. I hope I haven't kept her waiting too long. Never mind Alphinaud and Alize. I'm certain they'll be back soon enough. I'm not your errand boy, goddammit! What the hell am I doing this? Are you not one of the Scions of the Seven Dawn? I thought you were meant to be working on the Aether burner. Yeah. When are we gonna finish? The appalling paperwork. I was beginning to worry he had misplaced his quill. I appreciate your help in seeing these documents to my hands at last. As for your other tasks, please keep this between us, but I sincerely hope you succeed. The Exodus, without a doubt, is the most monumental undertaking in the history of Forum, and so we must circumspect in all respects. Risk is a privilege we cannot afford ourselves. At its heart, however, Charlene has ever been a nature of curious. So it would be a tragedy if you were the one who stymied your pursuit of truth. Now you understand why I love going to Extreme so much. There's nothing here. Like, so boring. Like, you can cut off there and just send us to, you know, back to the Aether burners. But what's scary the most is that we haven't met, you know, Y'shtola yet. So there's a chance that we might have to like help her out as well. Oh god. If that's true, it's gonna be a nightmare. Quick and inefficient. I dare say you have a talent for this work. The twins' papers only needed to be delivered to elsewhere in this facility, so they should be returning any moment. We return with not a scrap of paperwork remaining on our persons. You both have my thanks, and my apologies for sending you on an errand far below your ambitions. While even as a babe, you struggled out of your swaddling clothes and... That is quite enough of that, thank you. It was compromising stories of our parents that we asked for, not to that we asked to hear, to reiterate. Of course. I've known your father for so long. I must have something. Well, as you know, part of why the Lavalier name garners so much respect in Shaolin is your family's storied history. You too can trace your ancestry directly to those who came aboard Yunkrem's Hook, a lineage few can claim. I never thought about much of it myself. It's not as though our forebears founded our nation. They were simply there when it happened. Nevertheless, it has traditionally been made a point of pride. This Yunkrem pronouncement, renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason, has ever been our family's creed. Until your grandfather's time, Archon Louisois looked not to Yunkrem's words but his deeds. He asserted in his defiance of his peers that choosing to save the great and the small from rising tides was the true mark of a founder's virtue. Perhaps it was his expertise, his knowledge of his ancient prophecy and the fall of civilization that led to him to conclude that to eschew conflict at every turn was to consign mankind to his doom. Yeah, I agree, this is like... There will ever be conflict and calamity will follow. Thus, to ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. You remember his word well. Indeed, Archon Louisois lived by that personal creed and used every means at his disposal to bring succor to those in need. Shaolin or no? No one okay. Yet Fortunato could not reconcile Louisois' deeds with the philosophy of their forebears and his peers, a philosophy in which he believed so firmly, yet made a pariah of his father. Fortunato agonized over this contradiction for much of his life. God. Father. A son may carry his father's blood, but his choices are his own to bear. Is it not always? Gods know Fortunato cranky old goat, so I'm sure you butt heads often enough. But even so, you must know that you are not constantly in his thoughts. Every moment, every day, and that is not exaggerated in the slightest. You should have seen him when you were born. Barely recognizable he was, with a kind of dumbfounded grin I've not seen since he first took a fancy to your mother. He was practically skipping when he told me the news. But he is also frustratingly single-minded. Once he decided that the given action is for the best, he will stay with the course no matter who or what opposes him. A profoundly annoying habit when you are on the other end of it, I'm sure you will agree. I'll say, thank you for your insight. When we next meet our parents, I shall mention that we spoke. Try not to get me into too much trouble now. I need a forum on my side. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back to work. I have to make sure those specimens you brought make it to their proper places, or the cranky old goat will have my hide. We can speak again later. Cranky old goat? Who that? Hail you there! Graha, surely Coco hasn't driven you out of the forge already. Are we finally gonna do it? For better or for worse, no. However, he has set me a task that requires more than a single pair of hands, and here you are. I could use at least one of you, but I won't object to more. Unfortunately, Alize and I have prior commitments, and we have delayed too long as it is. What about you, Tkamu? Can you spare the time? Why not? Perfect, this shouldn't take long. Oh, another one. When are we gonna meet Hydaelyn? It's been 2.5 fucking hours. In the event that our, and I quote, promised heap of adamantite falls right out of the bloody sky and into my lab, Mascopo wishes to be ready for the to put the proverbial hammer to anvil at the moment's notice. To fabricate these parts, however, he needs the flames of Cocoa Forge to burn harder. He set me to increase the amount of ether being funneled to these furnaces. The flow of fire-aspected ether in labyrinthos is regulated by an elemental reactor south of here, to which I borrowed the key. The adjustments will require 2 people to carry out safely, but I can explain the process when you arrive. This is where we part then. We'll see you in Charlene Hamlet once the adamantite arrives, if not before. Oh god. This way then. I'm fun time. Southeast is here, right? Let's pick this up first. I think it's over there. 146. 123 south. Okay. Here. Southwest. Before that, let's pick it up first. Huh? Oh, there. One zero zero. Ugh. Go away, please. The reactor is housed within this facility. I'll be the one to go inside and adjust the ether output. When I do, a rather large amount of water-expected ether will issue from the vent at the top. I expect to attract at least a few elementals, which we both rather not be drawn into the reactor itself. Trust me. Can I ask that you put down any that draw too near? They'll pose you a little trouble, I'm sure. Wait here if you would. Oh god. Okay. Living shadow. You know, it's a bit unfair that we summon, but the first 5 seconds is like it basically like animation. We technically just got like around 15 seconds. And that with the cooldown. Did everything go smoothly out there? I thought as much. No major complication to speak of inside either. And the water eater, I expect Coco will have seen a difference in his fort by the time I return. Since I have you, there's another matter that I thought to discuss with you. Nothing terribly important, merely something I've been considering. Part of this I share with everyone, yet you, and only you, have been to Elpis. And as we have established, refined adamantite is a product of Alag, of the Empire's twilight years in fact. Oh shit. Of those who will push further, expand Alag's empire to encompass the heavens and the stars above, perhaps the greatest was his infamous technology, Amon. Did he remember his life as Hermes? I believe he had his own reason. There is no evidence to suggest that he retained his memories of his former life. But he has his own reasons. There is no evidence to suggest that he only joined the Asians once the Empire was all but dust, you know. If not his memory though, what drove him to pursue the ideal with such fervor? His love for living beings? This may seem far-fetched, but what if souls, like minds, have a personality, so to speak? A natural disposition towards which they are inclined? Not that hard to believe. We know with relative certainty that it was the gross decadence of inexorable decline of Alag that moved Amon to resurrect Emperor Zande, and then gave you the eye, right? The Empire spoke lightly of death and destruction, experimenting on those they deemed beneath them to fill the emptiness in their hearts. Isn't that like opposed to what Hermes planned to do? In facilitating Xander's return, Amon provided these languid souls with the means to free themselves from the mire of their own indolence. Or would have, had not Xander convinced by his own death that life itself was meaningless. Amon's desire for his countrymen to conquer the heavens could only be a means to the same end, to instill the people with a new purpose. Like Hermes before him, Amon was appalled by those around him live, but could never bring himself to believe that those lives were devoid of meaning. And both of them sought that meaning, that hope in distant stars. Such is my theory anyway. Alag theory. Ultimately, it is the consequence of their action which matters. Their motives are and of no moment. Yet, to reach those stars on wings of adamantite, to travel to the ends of creation and beyond, the promise of hope everlasting, that much I do understand. But enough musings for now. Why don't we see how Kokol is getting on? Kokol! Where is it? Oh, over there. East. 101. Just head east. Just head east. Oh, is that where it's gonna be launched? $97 east. 53 east. Up, saw it. I can feel those flames blazing from here. Glad you found someone capable, Praha, but there's not much left for you to do. Unless you can conjure up that refined adamantite any faster. I do trust you to deliver on your promise. I do. Only... I hate waiting. I want the adamantite, and I want it now. What are you, a little brat? Well, share your impatience, I assure you. Is there truly nothing else we can assist in the meantime? I wish! This sitting about is unbearable. Pity the forum frowns on recreational expression. Well, so long as they can't prove it was premeditated, get you gone, I've made no mistakes. In that case, I suppose I should go and return the key to the reactor. I have one more look to make sure that nothing has gone wrong, unintentionally or otherwise. I'm certain there are better uses for your time. However, I will join you in Shalien Hamlet anon. Where's his stroller though? Okay. One. Let's go. Yeah, that's freaking
こっち
long.
もやれそうな仕事は片付けてきたぞ。荷運びやら逃げた動物の捕獲やら役に立ったのかはわからんがな。
十分なんじゃない？ここに来て大きな仕事が残ってるようだったら、それはそれでまずそうだし。
Yep.
荷や人の積み込みはともかく、箱舟そのものの準備は順調そうだったな。あとはエーテル宿退路さえどうにかなればって感じだ。
ああ、ここに集まってたのか。
レポリットたちへの相談もひとまず落ち着きました。話を聞いて安堵した様子の方もいれば、最後まで調整を続けると息巻いている方もおいででしたよ。リビングウェイたちもそれぞれの研究者に付き添いたいと言ってくれました。今しがた送り届けてきたところです。
さて、こうなるとエクスアダマントを待つばかりだが。
アルフィノくん聞こえる？こちらクルルよ。
Okay.
お待ちかねの品が届いたわ。至急みんなと一緒に地上に上がって港へ来て。
We're gonna see all our friends, right?
噂をすればだ。行ってみよう。
Oh, what's
東
that?
野様、お忙しいところ失礼します。
What?
緊急のご報告が。それがなんというか、失神の港が大変なことになっておりまして。
Let me guess, so many people arrived. The paperwork.
すみません、ちょっと通ります。これは
What? Dun, 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 dun. Yep. Oh, even the
だか
theater
ら
ship.
困りますってば。許可もなくこんなに荷物を持ち込まれては。すごい。まさかこれ全部？
Oh, even him. That's level 60 alliance raid. Sky Pirates.
なんじゃこりゃ。ここにいる全員、あの海賊船も飛空艇も荷物を届けに来た連中だってのか。
よう待たせたな。依頼の品きっちりお届けに上がったぜ。見た感じうちが一番大量だな。
そりゃグリダニアとウルダ派の分も預かってるからだろ。威張るなよな。
ああ負け惜しみか。つがお前本当にダラガブ編まで行ったのかよ。
おお、入り口まで行ったぞ。あとはつてをたどってこういうお宝探索の専門家空賊たちに話を持って行ったりしたな。
ま、適材適所だな。あんなやべえ場所にボンクラ貴族を連れてっても重りしきれねえし。
何を
やるか。
負けるからやりません。
What?
皆さんご無沙汰しております。
Hancock! そろばん。
ハンコック殿、そろばんまでどうして？
いや何、東方連合が集めた神器やアラグの巻、その他もろもろ心づけを代表してお持ちしたのです。
By Lolo. This is definitely Lololito.
おいらも神器の届けに来たんだよ。博識の千里がおやつを求めてクガネに行った時、たまたまハンコックがその話をしてるのを聞いたそうでさ。
He's one of the four lords, you know.
霊仙神社のみんなで相談して秘蔵の神器天然の愛と鳳凰丸を貸すことにしたんだよ。
God damn, Tenzin!
けど
Missed that.
特にスザクと清流が心配しちゃってさ、渡すまでついてくるって言うから、
Suzaku is definitely waifu material.
信頼できる海賊衆に託そうとしたんだ。そしたらそこにハンコックもいてさ、よかったーって思ったんだけど、清流が今度はちゃんと見届けるまで帰ってくるなって。
そういうのをもろもろ集めた結果、
And then level
かなりの量にな
70
りまして、
alliance rate.
加えて一刻も早くとのことでしたので、知人の素晴らしい船に乗せていただいた次第です。劇団マジェスティックの皆さんがあなたによろしくと、光の戦士の冒険譚に再び劇場艇が出てくるとは光栄だと喜んでおられましたよ。
しかし、それだけ多くの神器や魔器を集めたとなると、多額の費用がかかったのではないだろうか。
What the hell are you talking about?
おもしや後から請求されることを案じてますね。しかしご心配なく、東アルデナード商会としましてはロロリト会長の指示のもと、将来も見据えて悪くないようにやっておりますのでね。加えて暁からはすでに資金提供を受けております。それを使って揃えてきた品々ですから、正真正銘皆さんの戦利品です。
すでに資金提供？それは。
私をケチなだけの金庫番だとお思いでしたか？必要な時にはドドーンと投資する。そのために日頃の節制と内職があるのです。
Yeah, but do we still have money left?
それだけではありません。
Evil.
今回は超強力なパトロンが力添えをしてくださいました。暁の設立当初、まだ資金の乏しい冬の時代、そんな頃からこっそり支援してくださったこのお方。ってお母様？
Kinda guessed it.
アメリアンス。
あら、私はあくまで中立よ。けれどあなたが頑張って用意してくれている箱舟にもうちの金庫を乗せたりはできないでしょ。だったら開けてしまってもいいかなって。使えるうちに使ってこそのお金だもの。
Then what are you gonna do with all the money though?
ね
What? We not know about this from the very beginning.
しかしこれだけの短時間によく連携が取れたな。派遣団に参加していた連中以外にも随分広まってるようだが。
Definitely Truth and Tataru like was the most.
そこはほら、私にもつてがあるって言ったでしょ。
Who that? Oh, him.
エレンビル、あなたがフルルと組んでたの？
オタクらとラビリンソスで別れた後、改めてこのお嬢ちゃんから手紙をもらったんだよ。暁が何を目的としてるか、それから世界中を飛び回ってるグリーナーの足と連絡網をいざって時には貸してほしいってな。俺らにシャーレアンを裏切るつもりはない。これまで命じられてきた収集が月へ知識を運び出すためだったってのもまあいい。だがな、俺らは自分で集めたからこそ知ってるんだ。この星にはまだまだ道がたくさんあるってこと。だから終末と抗う道を探してる暁に手を貸した。もっとも人使いの荒さにかけてはオタクらと同じくらいだったけどな。てなわけでグリーナーズギルドシップが総力を挙げて連れてきたぜ。これが最後の助っ人たちだ。
Oh!
よう
Ironworks.
宇宙を行く船を作ってるんだって
Please
こ
let
れまで
Nero
我
have a
が社
line
を
or two.
散々巻き込んできたんだ
And he's
そん
still
な
with
面白
them.
そうな案件にだけのけ者ってことはないよね
シドみんな
ガーロンド・アイアンワークス参上だ集まった素材を箱舟に組み込む役目俺たちにも手伝わせてくれ
Oh, okay, now we can really go
私
to
たち
space.
はクルルさんから要請を受けてモードナのダラガブ兵へ向かいましたとはいえかの貿易港を相手取るとなると暁の残存メンバーだけでは厳しいものがあるそこへグリーナーの呼びかけによってイデルシャイアのトレジャーハンターたちが駆けつけてくれたのですその一団の中には多くのゴブリン族の姿もありました
The goblin.
イデルシャイアを仕切るスローフィクス氏が以前ご息女のラウンドレックス
The
が
level
受けた恩に報いるとし
60
て
raid
一部を率いてき
when
て
we
くれた
went
の
in
です
Alexander.
アラグの貿易港対ゴブリン族の気候兵器爆
Oh,
発
look!
やまぬあの熱い戦いを
Even Omega and
皆さんに
Alpha
も
are
お見
here.
せしたかったくらいですよ
Well, mini Omega.
でお前はどうした分身とはいえ週末の最中にお前が来たんだ野暮用じゃなさそうだな
I got a feeling we have to fight Vitra. That's one of the
ま
trials
ずは
though.
君たちにお礼をガレマルドに向かった者たちを助けてくれたこと心より感謝申し上げる島を離れる決断をしたとはいえ彼らは大切なラザハンの民だ救い出された者がいて本当に良かった加えて君たちは週末に抗うことを諦めていないというならばこの星の一員として協力をさせてもらいたい
Anybody else that we missed so far?
以前我が父の話をしたのを覚えているだろう
The worms!
ミドガルゾールムは星渡る竜だった
The only one that I think that we're missing right now is probably Hillsberger. But then, remember that when they're visiting Hausenfart's, grave, like there's Dragon Roar? Is Hillsberger here?
その鱗は生涯の薄いエーテルさえもよく捉え長く遠くへと渡る力に変えたという
Oh yeah!
故に君たちが星渡る船を作るというのなら
The
父の鱗を託してはどうかと考えた
we still haven't seen the
そし
Azim
て
people from Azim
血
Step.
族たちに竜の方向で問うてみたのだ
Azim Step and Hien's, envoys. Like, Lise as well. Right? Well, we do know that she's working behind the
ア
scenes.
ジュダヤからはいつものことだが返事がなかったティアマットはよしと言った
Ah, there.
フレースベルグもカナダからよしと返してくれたもって父もひとときまどろみから浮き上がり私に告げた
Oh, you made Gazol's way.
ではそうするがよいとだから私は源流の鱗を持ってきた君たちが望む結末へと踏み出す力として使ってほしい
And by the way, remember that the worms, especially Medgazolem, okay, they are able to fly, they're able to fly through space because if you forget, that the Stormblood raid is about Omega trying to the origin story of Omega, right? Like Omega is like trying to learn and improve, and they're not. Omega is not Alak technology. It's like an alien technology, and basically the idea is that it's a computer that tries to improve itself by fighting with the most strongest thing, and learn from it, take it as its own, and then improve on it. it's like an ever-growing AI computer, something like the Justice League, the Marvel, the DC Comics one, where you will copy everything and then like it becomes super strong. But the thing is, Omega's greatest enemy is Midgardsormr, and Midgardsormr, like, although he can hold his own, but he flew away from his original planet, crossed aeons of, you know, across stars to reach Aetheris. Okay, so in a sense that the worms, they should be able to run away, because the 7 worms, okay, right now we only have 3, Tiamat, Helsberger, and Veritra. In the worst case scenario, they can fly away. But even so, they decided, like, okay, we made a pact with Hydaelyn to say, to be a denizen of this world, so we must do our part.
竜の鱗を組み込むにあたっては、私たちがサポートをさせてもらうね。五根の霊輪を作った時の経験が活かせると思うんだ。
I'm still waiting for her to turn to a girl though. Well, she is human form.
なんてこった。奇跡でも起きたってのか。
You wanted stuff to do, right? There.
改めて見ないと正しいことは言えねえが、これだけの素材があれば 6% の壁なんざたやすく飛び越えられる。それどころかもっと遠い星までだって行けちまいそうだ。できるぞ、最高のエーテル宿退路が。
他ならぬククロ氏がこう言っているのだ。暁は取引の条件を満たしたと認めてやるべきではないかね。
Can we finally talk to Hydaelyn? Please? Hydaelyn! Come on!
お前たちがハイデリンに何を求めているのかはわからない。箱舟をどう使いたいと考えているのかもな。いずれにせよ、この局面でそれらに関与することは人の存亡、星の命運を左右するに等しいだろう。多くの命を巻き込むことになる。しくじれば叱責どころで済みやしまい。
Dude, you are trying to send a bunch of refugees on a ship that have never flown before. Now you're talking about not failing? The fucking audacity of this guy.
その責任を負う覚悟はあるのか。
Seriously though, I wish I was like.
はい。すべての出会いが私の語る世界に中身をくれました。その上で私は世界を救いたいのです。
ならば私も共に背負おう。
You're breaking
お
character
前た
though.
ちがこれからなすことの責任を家族として分かち合わせてほしい。
Dude, you're the one that pushed them away. It's not like they never bothered like to share them. You denied it every single time.
お前たちが生まれた時、あの小さな手がこの指を握った時、私は胸が詰まる思いだった。
And you sent them away.
言い知れないほどの愛しさとまばゆい幸せ、それから怒りにも似た激しい決意が込み上げてきたのだ。
You disowned them.
私はすでに哲学者議会の一員で終末の予言を知っていた。
そんなものにお前たちの未来を奪われたくはなかった。
You made a pariah out of them.
以来私は月への脱出計画を推し進めてきた。
You oppose everything they do.
何を切り捨て誰に疎まれても構わなかった。手遅れになる方がよほど怖かったのだから。唯一捨てられないものがあったとしたらそれは父ルイゾワだ。
Repeat the same thing with
父は
the father.
シャーレアンの使命に対し異なる考え方を持っていた。その考え方を父自身を私は大人になるにつれ愚かだと感じるようになっていた。それでもどこかであの偉大な人ならば何か革新的なやり方でお前たちを救ってくれるのではと。
You're still making like a big bad evil in the family. Good.
だからお前たちが父と親しくすることをあえて止めはしなかったのだ。
Okay, I have no problem if he's like, okay, say, go and do as your own, but remember, you always have a place back at home. If you do that, I'll be like, okay, I can sympathize with him. But with him basically call us stupid, trying to like, you know, I wouldn't say outright stop us, but not helping us even in our time of need. This rings a bit hollow. Although this is an emotional scene, I still can't forgive him.
しかし父は果てた。家族とは何ら関係のない陶器カルテノの地で。
Okay, he said he perished at Cottonelle for people that he barely had any connections with. Okay, with the sacrifice of Louisois, they're able to save Ursia, you know.
北洋へと飛来した高速艦を引き上げながら私は再び決意した。自分がお前たちを守らねば。そのために今度こそ障害となる全てを切り捨てようと。たとえそれがお前たち自身の意志であってもだ。
Dude, he literally say he's willing to let a continent be destroyed to save his family. I understand that family is important, but could you think about it? Letting a whole continent being wiped out. Oh my god.
お前たちからどれほど憎まれようが、とにかく計画を進め、最後には無理やりにでも連れて行けばいい。
Oh, don't worry, I already tested you.
だが浅はかだったな。お前たちは私が思っているよりずっと多くのことを学び、
And don't forget that you're a coward
自
for
分
not
たち
trying
の
to face
足で
it.
求める方へと歩き始めていたようだ。私ばかりが守らねばと思っていたが、お前たちはもう守りたいと願う側にいるのだな。
I've thought that you want that you needed protecting, but it seems that you are willing to protect others.
ええ、そうよ。見つけたの。大切なもの、大切な人たち、たくさんのかけがえのないもの。
それを知るまでの道のりは平坦ではなかっただろうに、よくここまで歩いてきたものだ。
全てが無事に終わったらきっとお話ししましょう。私たちが見て聞いて感じて考えたことを。この厳しくも素晴らしい世界のことを。
あら大変。古篠さんは2人からの手紙だってハラハラしちゃって読めなかったのよ。 あのお話なんて聞いたらどうなってしまうのかしら。
The wife burns.
アメリアンス。
I wish we have more time with mom though.
君たちにも度重なる非礼をお詫びせねばならない。
Just an apology?
率直に言うと、
an
ア
apology?
ルヒノとアリゼが危険を冒すのは暁のせいではないかと考えていた。
Most of the time they are the one that drag us into trouble.
特に君のことは。
What the fuck? They did it! Not
だが
me!
二人が多くの出会いを果たし、今ここに大勢が集っているのも君あっての結果なのだろう。ならばどうかこれからも二人のことをよろしく頼む。
Rather than guide them, I need to put them on a leash.
じゃあまずはこの場を動かさないとだな。みんな指示を待ってるみたいだぞ。
ひとまず君から一声かけてはくれないか。君を慕ってきている者も多いだろうからね。
Oh shit. Give me something good to say. Give me something good to say. Come on. You know, I was hoping for like me ruining the mood a little bit, but still. Long all I feel like with me is the only the
ではこれより順次誘導をさせていただく。
I want to ruin the mood.
皆の尽
though,
力に感謝を。そして今しばらくご協力いただきたい。
Man, that's a long cutscene, but a good cutscene. Because in a sense, like this expansion is like supposed to end Asians along with maybe the ancients as well, okay? But like seeing all of them, like from basically from, you know, A Realm Reborn, Heavensward, Stormblood, okay, Shadowbringers, all of these, you know, allies that we made from the very beginning appear. Not all representative, okay? Like the Stormblood, yeah, it's Stormblood. The Orborn Monastery, the Final Fantasy Tactics, the theater ship, which is also a good good addition. I really wish that some of them like just appear in the background, okay? Not just the ships, like maybe just what's his name again? What's the main character's name? Because I always rename it. I kind of forgot. Let me see. Is the name here? I can find the Orborn Monastery. Ah, Ramza. Ramza and the sister being in the background. Just a little bit. They don't need to have like a line. Even Nero didn't have a line, and Nero basically appeared in all except Shadowbringers. Okay, A Realm Reborn, Heavensward, Stormblood. He was there for the raid. Okay. So it kind of like a bit. I want him to be like, you know, poking fun at Sid, because we know that he it's kind of like a love-hate relationship between Sid and Nero. just a one line to annoy him. That's all I wanted, you know, in that cutscene. But overall, it's pretty good. Okay, so I think for now I'll end the stream, and tomorrow we'll pick up from here. We've been here for 3 hours, and we didn't even meet with Hydaelyn, which is super sad. Okay, like all we've been doing for at least 2.5 hours is running around doing like minor quests, like our errand boy. Okay, so I wish they would cut it short, but I do see the point. But at least make it a bit shorter. That's all. That's all of what I've been through the past 2.5 hours. They can reduce it by 1 hour by simplifying the quest. Like for example, like find 8 people that need help from the Loporids. Okay, they can turn it into like 4 or 5, and it still make the same point. And not to mention that there's like a couple of like researchers who are happy with themselves. Like that's what dragged it on. Okay, so far loving the ending cutscene, just not the task beforehand. Okay, so yeah, that's all for now. Tomorrow we'll pick it up, and hopefully we'll be able to fly to space and meet Hydaelyn. That's very important. Okay, yeah, so I'll take my rest now and see you guys next time. Bye bye.